Today we're
Yep.
Today we're checking out a home for a family that has had an elderly family member that lived in a home probably a little too long, and unfortunately, because of maybe a mental status or just a physical impairment, that they couldn't get around and keep the home up, as you can tell. So what they've hired us to do is to take everything that we can sell and to salvage as much money to help cover medical costs and whatnot as we can. And part of that is to find a diamond in the rough, you know, something that's gonna, well, an example right here. I mean, you look around and you don't see much, but then here's probably a $400 or $500 4-blade prop. So in that at the auction we'll bring $150 to $200. So you know, it's our job to find those items and make sure that we get as much out as we can. Stereo equipment, some good glassware and whatnot. Often in these homes we'll find, you know, personal paperwork and monies and whatnot, which we, as part of the service, find those personal items and make sure the family gets pictures and whatnot. Sometimes we find medals and ribbons, flags that we try to get to VFWs if there are no family members. But you know, as you walk around, it's pretty amazing the collection of a family that probably has had. I would imagine there was at least 2 generations of collection here. You know, over 100 years of collecting. So it's hard telling, you know, what you're going to find. Family photos, personal items, everything from those items, like I said, that we return to. There's probably a $150 set of binoculars that we'll have on the lock and sell well. Depending on where we're at in the situation and whether we buy it from the family and own it, or we're hired to sell it for them, it determines a lot of what we do with the items we find. And here's an example: radio arm saw, $100 to $200. There's a bandsaw over there, $100. Belt sander, Craftsman Sears table saw there, bring $100, $150. There's a nice little drill press that'll bring $75 to $100. Makita saw that'll bring $50 to $100. You'll find items in the drawers hidden. We found jewelry and money and whatnot before. If you think that what maybe you would do in your home, obviously this won't be unlike maybe a lot of our homes. But you can go through, and it's hard telling. Unfortunately, in the situation, but it's hard telling what you pull out of here. Coins. There's a Mickey Mouse watch as an example. A Mickey Mouse watch, and depending on the age of that watch, could be a very, very good item. Coupon book or something. There's here's a perfect example right here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, $800. Sort through, and unfortunately, in some cases, an example of this will be either a 14 or an 18 karat. I don't know if you can see that, but 14 or 18 karat gold watch. You know, the question would be here, you know, was there family, were there kids that could come and visit and maybe help out? What you have to appreciate is a lot of times, and I think, you know, maybe even of my folks, my family, my mom and dad are older and have a few challenges, but mentally astute, but they're very independent, and they want to live by themselves. They don't want to be a bother to anyone. So the more they want to live by themselves, thinking that they want to be independent and not be a bother, the less they let people help them. And the less they let them help them, the more it ends up like this. And so it's not so much that people say, well, family must not have cared. That's not necessarily the case. Sometimes the family was prevented or wasn't allowed to help, and that's why you end up in a situation like this. Unfortunately, either the family members pass away, or they get to a point in time where they're absolutely, completely incapacitated. Emergency services are called, and then the family knows that they have to step in, and they either get a court order, power of attorney, or whatnot, and then take over. And that's, I think, what we're in this particular case.
How you doing?
Good.
Good. What are we doing?
Captain, well, we're going to go over to it, and this is the Nautilus. I'm Captain McNett. This is Captain Steve Corsi. We're Atlantis Dive and Dock Salvage.
Need the mic, sir.
This is Rick Bryant, a friend of ours who we do business with. We heard about a little 3-wheeler that went in the water off of a ramp. So we sonared, and I've seen it's there. It's not in very deep water. It hasn't been down for maybe a week, not very long. So we want to brain it up and pickle it, bring it to the auction. It won't have a title to it or anything, sell it as is. It's called salvage. And that's what we're going to do today.
Let's go take a look, man.
All right,
I'm kind of anxious.
Go.
Right over there, actually, right around the bend behind us, is the infamous Party Cove.
just right around the corner there. So, you know, the lake's got a lot of history, a lot of cool history. There's a yellow houseboat there that's a local realtors, and on the weekend everybody lets their hair down and heads to Party Cove, you know. And in about a month and a half, you'll come through here on a Saturday, and this will be pretty much wall-to-wall boats. I mean, boats everywhere. So it's amazing. He's got something down there.
Okay, start the compressor. Water's cold. Oh, it's warm enough, about 42. Yeah, it's not very big, but it'll bring $1. Not great, a lot of value, but it's got some value. It shouldn't be down there, so it comes up.
Yeah.
You know, really, if you can pick up the motor and get it running or close to it, it's worth $300. So that's why I didn't want to leave it down.
We got a fundraiser to go to.
All right, man. Here we go. We'll have it out there Thursday for you and sell it.
See ya.